Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the Harmonious Frequencies of the Mighty Empire of Onion, and this is Minecraft. You can see there, I just completed the sniper duel. I shot a skeleton down by the animal farm from way up here, which is pretty great, pretty exciting. He was down underneath that tree where you can see the flaming arrows still burning. But yeah, I figured out that the iron farm was not working properly. And it takes them a long time to die. But as you can see there, it clearly is working properly now. I was silly enough to go to Groove Guy's video once again and let him know that I was having some troubles. It was such an easy fix, everybody. Such an easy fix. It was something I should have known already, but yeah. I've got a couple of clips of me pillaring up there to try and fix it. Kind of weird lighting glitch going on right there. So I'm going to insert those clips here and show you guys what was up. So I have come up to the Iron Golem farm to see what the problem is. The villagers are over there, and I climbed all the way to the top this time to take a really detailed look at the place. I commented on Groovy Guy's video, and once again he was extremely timely with his reply. Gave me a suggestion that it's possible there were golems stuck in an area. Sure enough, this guy's stuck here. Somehow the water isn't pushing him off for whatever reason. There's a good half block or so that he could easily move over, and I feel like that would be enough to knock him off. But he absolutely refuses to fall down into the collection bin. I am gonna have to give him a tap and see if that knocks him over. Nope. He has attacked me, and now he's definitely going to seek my destruction with all fervor. See if I can get out of here. There we go. Trying to sneak and jump and move, and it's not working the best for me. But we'll see if I can get this here. And this here. And here. Now though, maybe if I walk over this direction, he'll be prone to follow me and go down into the depths where he belongs. Come on, buddy. I know you want to kill me, but you gotta fall down. And you know what I've just realized? It may be these half slabs that I've placed here. Oh no. Okay, I need to land in the water. There we go. And that was close. I'm definitely adding this into my video because that was a pretty epic save right there. Super lucky that I survived that. Oh, let's see if I can survive all these mob spawns down here though. Cool. I knew once it started getting dark I was gonna have problems. Get some sleep done. Oh man. Okay. So now I've got to pillar back up and get rid of those half slabs. So that was my my error last episode, was that I didn't climb all the way to the top to see what was going on. I just went to see if there was a problem with the villagers. I didn't imagine for a moment that that these guys would have a problem moving off to the side. So these half slabs clearly block them from falling off over here. So I have to run them this direction if I want them to be here. But yeah, so that's a clear error on my part as far as design goes. Not a problem with the farm or with Groove Guy's design. They should still be able to spawn underneath these. That's not a problem. The actual problem was them, the head getting stuck on this and that not allowing them to move over. Of course, now I'm going to have to cover that water source there, which means I'll have to put a slab here. Alternatively to moving the slabs straight above this wall, I'm going to try to just raise them up simply, because I do still need these water sources covered, and apart from that I made the mistake of thinking that these were doors that I had to register, but really the doors are already registered by the half slabs on this row right here. So yeah, I'm simply raising them up because I need to cover the water sources, which if you check this out over here, are already freezing. We've got 4 there that I'm gonna have to go down and fix. But yeah, I think just raising them up by a half slab is all it's gonna take to fix the problem. And so I'm gonna try to do that. And I'm gonna try to do it before it gets too dark, because it's already getting dangerously close. And yeah, we saw what happened just a minute ago. So there you can see, it was a super easy fix. Everything worked out really well. We're starting to get quite a bit of iron now. A lot closer to what it should be for a iron farm of this size. So that's pretty fantastic. Yes, it does make quite a bit of noise in this area, but if you think about, if you've ever been to like a Renaissance fair or something like that where they have a smithy of any kind, then you know that around that place there is sound going on, like the banging of hammers. You've got sizzling of hot iron being tempered and stuff like that, so it is noisy. I'm planning on turning this into some kind of like business industrial hub sort of an area, and so noise, yeah, industry going on is going to be just part of the aesthetic of that sort of environment. I don't think it's going to be interrupting too much at all. Before I start working a lot in this area though, I want to modify this farm over here. I wouldn't mind having it being able to produce a little bit more sugar cane so I can make more paper, because there are going to be librarians that we produce over here that are going to have paper trades. So I want as much of that as I can possibly get. I'd like to add in a cactus farm as well, so I can get cactus green dye for some other things. And cactus itself is a really good tool to use for breaking minecarts and stuff like that. Speaking of minecarts, why in the world am I running on this track? I don't know. But yeah, so I'm going to modify that a little bit. I do still want to build animal farms, which I think are going to work. I don't know. I haven't looked up any tutorials on them. I'm just going to use a design that I've sort of come up with in my own mind. They're not super efficient, and I do have to manually go feed the animals and stuff like that to get them to work. So it's not going to be any chicken farm like this guy is, with basically free food all the time. It's going to be manual farms, but I think it's going to be nice. I have seen a good design for a sheep farm, not for mutton, but rather for wool, where you just stand AFK in a square and the sheep are moved around by water streams. You just stand there right-clicking like you do with the fish farm, and yeah, as the sheep pass by, you shear them, gather their wool, stuff like that. And I could dye some of the sheep so that we're getting dyed wool, different colors, whatever I feel like I'll need the most of, that sort of thing. But yeah, I think I'm going to start with this little farm here, make a really simple cactus farm, maybe on top of it or slightly to the side, and then just go from there. There are ways to automate the farming of crops like these, but I think this farm is fulfilling my purpose for now, and I like how it looks aesthetically, so I think I'm going to keep it there, at least for the time being. I may put some more wooden logs across the front where the some of the drops stick sometimes, just to prevent that a little bit, help them to wash into the hoppers a little more easily. But yeah, I'm going to get started on that sort of work, and after I make a bit of progress, I'll bring y'all back to check it out. Cool. Fire's off right there. I went ahead and doubled the size of the sugarcane farm. I think it's going to work pretty well, semi-efficiently, I suppose. I may drop a glowstone above these reeds so that they'll grow faster and be kicked out. I don't know if that really affects it or not, but we'll find out. If you know the behavior of cactus, the way that it works is that it likes to be planted on sand. I'm pretty sure it can only be placed on sand. Yeah. And it will not allow itself to grow or be placed next to another block. And so you can see diagonally it works just fine, but if I was to place a block right here, like this terracotta block, it would pop that guy up. So the way that you do a cactus farm is that you plant cactus on a sand, and then you can see there's no block behind it there, but there is a block here. So it will allow itself to grow up, but as soon as that next block is spawned on top, it'll see this block here, and it will reject itself. So it'll pop off in item form and drop into one of these hoppers, hopefully, around the sides, in the middle, back in the corners back there, and be captured up. It's going to end up in the same chest as the melons and the pumpkins, so that's all been connected up right there. It all feeds into the same place there. I could put hoppers lined up here and gone down to connect to those to make sure that these sugar canes all drop into there. But I think the way that they are now, it should be fine. This hole right there is necessary to keep this cactus there. But I don't think that whenever it pushes the sugar cane from the top there, that it's going to choose to fall in that corner. If it does, it's fine. I'm not worried that much about it. I don't think it's going to be a problem. That thing fires a lot, like really often, and so I'm not sure exactly why that is, but yeah, they do fire pretty often. But this is going to be it. This cactus farm here, I just wanted to show y'all before I got it closed up. Tell you sort of the principles of how it works and stuff like that. So I put this fence post here, even though it's not completely necessary, because I will have a row of blocks up here that'll convince this one to pop off. And all I have to do for this one is put a block right there. And then it'll pop off and be harvested and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not sure if I'm going to have a block there. I just went ahead and put the fence post in there so that they'll pop off. And I think with these solid blocks on the outside, it'll encourage them to pop off either towards the middle or towards the outside. And I'm pretty sure with the fence posts there, they're still able to pop off into the middle because fence posts don't count as a full block there. But yeah, wanted to show you guys what that was all about before I closed it up, so you'd know what was going on in here. And I even put glass so you can kind of see the cactus from the bottom. It's not beautiful or anything, but yeah, there it is. So here's the finished product here. I put glass up there, glass all the way down so that you can see all that. I know that it's not symmetrical in the columns, but I like how it turned out really well, actually. That one goes all the way up, and then it's kind of alternating back and forth there. There's nothing on the corner here, which looks a little bit strange, but overall I really personally like how it looks. There's one thing that I might be able to do different, which wouldn't really affect the farm at all, I don't think. I moved that glowstone because it's right above the sugar cane right now. I could move it forward one just so that it's even with those two, which are right over cactus plants, and it would still give enough light, I'm sure, to the sugar cane for it to grow. But yeah, I'm really satisfied with that. I really like how it turned out. That's good. I'd probably leave the 3 green guys and a couple of brown coats in there. Everybody else I want to try to get out of there and into this holding area. Before I do that, though, it would be a good idea to go up to the top and set up places to keep good villagers, because right now they are dying in the water stream that's trying to push them out there. So, yeah. With the number of villagers that are back there breeding right now, it's increasing the number of villagers that are in there, so I need to get the reject system working so that it does kick them down into the hole that they're supposed to go into, and get that going decently. So I need to go clean up my inventory and get that looked into. So today, I guess, is kind of a clean up messes sort of an episode. There's a lot of stuff that I've done that isn't quite functioning properly or isn't up to par with where I want it to be. So yeah, just trying to straighten things up and get everything working properly. Alright, I'm gonna get to it. Well, like I said, the farms that I decided to build turned out to be a lot different than what I had planned. I came over here and I opened this up, and there was a little bit of sugar cane in there. I figure it was being thrown into that side piece, so I blocked it off with dirt so that all the sugar cane comes into this chest here, and all of the cactus, the melons and the pumpkins come in over here. You can see we're getting a pretty decent amount of cactus already, which is good. I used up a lot of the iron that we were producing, trying to make a pretty elaborate breeding system. It had a mine cart with a hopper running back and forth to pick up drops and stuff, but for some reason, even with glass blocks, when I was breeding the cows, the baby cows would come out and they would suffocate before they could get down into the safe area. And even though it was a 1 square of space there, they would suffocate before they could get there. So I thought that was pretty silly. I worked on it for hours and hours and never got anywhere with it. It was really depressing. But I went on to YouTube and found Impulse's entity cramming farms, and that's basically what I wanted to see. It's super simple, easy to do. You just step on the pressure plate, it pops them up here, you feed them. I just fed them recently, so I'm actually surprised that they're breeding right now. Yeah, but once it gets up to 25 entities, it starts killing yeah, entities start dying once it gets to 25. So that happened there, and you can see we've got beef and leather. Of course, it comes in just raw, which is no problem for me. Do this, get a bunch of carrots and feed the pigs here. I'm gonna do the same farm for the sheep so that I can get mutton and wool. But I don't know what drops llamas have. I don't know if it'd be worth it to do a llama farm like this, and I'm not sure if it'd be possible even to do a rabbit farm like this. I'm gonna keep feeding these guys here just because it's gonna help the little ones grow. I didn't have nearly as many pigs as I did cows, and so yeah, they're not going to number 25 fast enough. So a couple of them died there, just from drowning, I think. And we picked up some pork chops there. It's kind of loud over there. But yeah, I'm gonna make this look a little bit nicer later on. And like I say, I'm gonna add one for sheep for sure. Possibly one for llamas. And possibly one for rabbits. I think the chicken one up there, I kind of like. It might be a good idea for me to move these up there to where the chicken farm is so that all the animal stuff is in one place. But down here isn't bad because it's right next to where all of the vegetables and stuff are. So I could just flush these down, harvest them, feed the animals, and then go on with my business. So yeah, that's good. I did work a little bit on the villager thing over here, very, very little. I put another layer of half slabs around the reject area over here. So now those are full blocks, and the only path that they have to take whenever they're ejected out of the minecart is to go down that hole. So I'm hoping that that's the case. I was going to test it out with this guy, but it turns out he's a 37 rotten flesh for an emerald, which is only one off of the lowest amount. If I find one with 36, then I'll reject this guy, but the 8 gold per emerald is the lowest one. And so he's a pretty decent cleric to have. I would like to unlock some of his other trades and see what they are. I could do that if we can get over there before it's too terribly late. But yeah, I wanted to do some more. I wanted to finish the animal farms at least, and be ready to start on the buildings up there for the villagers. But unfortunately I've got some other stuff that I need to do IRL, as per usual. Turns out when you're living life, just about every day there's something to do. Alright, he's got his particle effects there. Let's go ahead and see what else he's got. 1 for 1? I don't think that's a very good trade at all. Yeah, that's actually the lowest value trade for redstone that they have. The highest value is 4. So it would be 1 emerald for 4 redstone. So that's actually good. I could probably reject this guy because I'm sure we'll find a better gold trade. Not only that, but I don't have that much gold available. Oops. Dang it. Ah. Yep, go back inside. Good job. Good job. Okay, now he should go be rejected. Nope. Okay, he's not quite making it to the cactus there. There he goes. Alright. Well, unfortunately, that's not what I wanted to do. when he gets ejected from the minecart, I want it to send him over to the hole, though I'm not sure how to fix that. I have some trapdoors. Maybe I could drop a trapdoor on the hole, and that will trick it into thinking that they can go back there. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Aha. I was worried it was going to say there was monsters nearby, but we won. I killed that spider. I wasn't trying to, but I did. And wow. And there are so many villagers spawning up in here. I don't really like that, but it's just the way it is. Let's go ahead and get rid of these guys. Okay. Yeah, so we got the trapdoor in there. This is a librarian, I'm pretty sure. Cartographer or something. 33 for an emerald, that's not too bad. Unbreaking 3. I don't have any paper here either, man. I could probably unlock the Fletcher's trade as well. Okay. You should be pretty happy about that. He is. I don't have enough string on me, I bet. Yeah, 16. Alright, so I'm breaking 3, and then 8 books for an emerald. That seems like a lot. 4 for a bookshelf, 11 for a compass. Wait, he doesn't have, he doesn't have Silk Touch, which is really what I need. Nope. It's just not gonna work. It just refuses. And that's gonna affect their willingness to trade with me. Or going to affect their breeding, I think. Quit being so squirrely. That's really annoying. So we've got a weaponsmith here with terrible coal trade, so we'll just have to send him on his way. He refuses to stand still. Yeah, so I'm really not sure what the proper mechanic is to get them to jump over here. I wonder if it's because these are double half slabs. I don't know for sure. Yeah, I figured it would just know that there's no place to put them there, so it would drop them off over the hole, and they would be able to fall to their doom. So that's something else I'm going to have to research, look up, and figure out between now and next time. But that's going to be it for this episode. If you want to catch the next one, feel free to subscribe. Consider supporting if you would, and be sure to check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. I thank you very much for any time that you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.